Yes, if I confirm, it's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of them and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. The first Igbo governor of Lagos State. But once I say yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, for I confirm, it's your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. Chopper of them and the fryer of plantain. Chilling right here on Africa Today Show. I want to welcome every single person. Thank you guys so much for all the comments. People are encouraging me. I feel better. In the last video, I appreciate and die. Niger Scorpio, he said there's nothing doing me. He said there's nothing doing me. So I'm a typical guy. You know how we are as men. I won't lie. As men, any small change thing that do us like, I'm telling you, if men have to go to what women go through every month with period, oh my goodness, the wahala that will be on our head there. Like, oh my, this my flow is killing me. This kind of cramp. I never seen this kind of cramp for my life. For blood of Jesus. Guys are just big babies, you know, but I appreciate everybody, you know, for all the support and everything else. I feel a lot better. So let's jump in. It's going to be a bumper episode. I'm shooting it on Friday, today, day of our Lord. I just come out from monks where we went to do our Juma service. So now, all praise be to Allah, the most beneficial and the most merciful. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm shooting this video on Friday. So hopefully you can watch this thing on the weekend time. So there's no time limit. We're going to go in on what's going on in Africa. Confirm. I want to start off what is happening in Ekiti. I do Ekiti in Ekiti State. It's a pretty sad story. This one young boy, his name is Junior Abia. The boy wants to charge his phone. Ordinary phone charging phone. This boy is charging his phone. He plugged the phone in, and what did he do? He put the earpiece inside his ear so he can be hearing the bangman did the music at the same time that his phone is charging. Then guess what happened? As he's just there, that's how electric now shock him. His brother Chibus will come out and say, he hear that his brother is shouting, oh help me please. Before the brother can bring adults that can come and go onto the cutoff, disconnect the power, the boy has permit, the boy has mod. Sad thing, 15-year-old boy. I'm like, damn, how many times have I done that before? Where I'll plug my phone into the wall while I'm doing things. And tonight we will be talking on the phone. Boo love in the middle of the night. I will lay down, I will plug our phone right next to that socket that's near the bed. Look at what happened to this young boy. And that made me realize, man, I'm like, there's a lot of things that we enjoy being outside of Nigeria. Little things, like, think about like low current. When was the last time you had low current outside of Nigeria? Like, you know, things like that. Like, you know, the fact that before they even send electricity into your house, they've already conditioned the electricity to make sure it's not going to mess anything up. I can't remember last time that TV blow or anything blow inside this house. But Nigeria steady. If you have any kind of equipment, even our fridge inside my father's room, they put UPS. UPS is plugged in to that fridge because at any point I can give you low current. No, not low current. Low current, you're trying to iron cloth. You put the iron on the highest, nothing's even happening. You're trying to watch TV. TV just giving you that sine wave. You know what I'm talking about? Or high current. Everything will be high current. Before you hear anything, boom. Bulb is already blown. Everybody's going to turn off everything. Some things we go through in Nigeria. So maybe that's one of the things that happen. You know, sometimes in Nigeria, I don't know whether you guys remember, back in the day, when NEPA bring light, like your socket will be shocking. So there was a worker my dad gave me when I was young. I was the one that carried tester every day. You know that kind of tester that has lights whenever it has like a small bulb inside. So anytime there's current passing through, it will show you. I was now touching every single socket. And I did that for 2 days. I was tired. I said, what kind of bastard work is this? Checking almost 100,000 sockets inside our house. Wait. Oh, there's no power. Wait, there's no power. What am I doing that for? Anybody that will shock, it will shock. So, but it's sad though. This young boy just mud. It's a sad situation. This young boy just mud. I pray that God will give his parents and also his siblings, you know, the strength to bear his loss. 15-year-old, that's pretty sad. Let's go into the West African country of Liberia, where something very interesting happened this week. The President Ellen Sirleaf came out and said, look, during this time that this Ebola thing is going crazy, I know a lot of my people in the government, the ministers, governor, all of you escaped. You went to Obodo Ibo. Now, I'm giving all of you, the ministers especially, 1 week. You have 1 week to come back to this country. You know Ebola is here, all of us are going to die here on top of Ebola. We should be here to solve the problem. Instead of the leaders running away, she's asking for accountability. You as a leader, how can you be leading from afar? How can you say, oh, there's Ebola, but you guys should be okay, everything will be alright. But you guys have to carry all your whole family. You have run to Obodo Ibo, America. So she said 1 week notice, that's what she gave them. So right now, ministers are flying back from different places, even the ones that came from, I told you guys about that, you know, here in Washington DC, where Obama summoned all the African leaders to come. You know, the president of Liberia said she can't go because of the Ebola thing, but she sent her vice president along with a whole bunch of ministers. From those ministers, since then, they still haven't come back. So she said, come back. We can't be telling people everything is okay, whereas the leaders have run away. You are creating a situation of chaos. Or as my secondary school English teacher would say, chaos. You are creating a chaos situation so people don't know what's going on. So you have to come back. I feel like that's good. It's crazy. Our leaders be running away and be leaving us. They do that all the time. The same thing when they were taking our money and be sending it to all these kind of foreign banks and everything else. That's a way of fleeing. People be getting on Jonathan case all the time. Oh. Out of every other president that I know, Jonathan might be the first one. If you can check the entire Senate, check Vice President, Jonathan might be the only one whose children are still going to school in Nigeria. So Nigerians are making us so Jonathan is useless, Jonathan is stupid. His children are still going to school right there in Abuja. Whereas even the Minister of Education, all they are picking is outside of the country. Think about that. Food for thought. Let's take it all the way to East Africa. Something happening in Tanzania that's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether you're following this story. Something crazy happening in Tanzania. United Nations is reporting that there has been an escalation, an increase in the number of albinos, also known as Afin, that are being killed for ritual purposes. Oh! Can you imagine? Just because somebody is Afin, last light skin raised to the power 16. That means that the light skin has entered inside the middle of their eye. You know, those light skin Afin people, when they are reading, they can't even read, but they have to come close and everything else. Yeah, those people, for some reason, there's been an escalation, and United Nations is saying that it's possible because Tanzania is about to have election in 2015, and they know that a lot of herbalists are saying that if you want correct juju, go and bring human head. But if you want that juju to second as in correct. If you want that juju to double down, where to just carry weight, you go and bring an Afin head, Woyibo pepper head. I'm like, why? Why? United Nations, they came out and said since the year 2000, there's been 151 cases of mutilation of albinos, including 76 murders where they just spy them straight and just use the whole body for jazz. Can you imagine? So Tanzania has responded. What did they do? They now went and created some shelters where, you know, all these albinos and everything else, they can go and live there and everything else, and they'll be protected. But the thing is, a lot of parents are going there, they are dropping the picking off, and they're saying, you know what, there you go, we don't want you no more. Whereas this thing is not a disability. Oh. Me, I have people who are albino in my own family. Oh. The only thing is that their eye is paining them. They can't see well, so they need glasses. They need that Coke bottle. The glasses can be thick as this Alamo bottle right here. You know, but they're still human being. They're still the same as us. It's not even a disability. And one of my boys, I remember when I was in secondary school, his only problem is that when they are telling us can't kneel down in the sun, the boy will be like, I can't kneel down in the sun because my whole body will be changing color. You get blisters and everything. We didn't understand what's going on. That's sunburn. Sunburn. It's happened to them. Yeah. So that's the only thing. Everything else is still the same. I was even on Wall Star Hip Hop how many months ago. I even see one figure is even twerking. I didn't even know that they even do that kind of thing too. Look at them. They're the same as us. The guys are just shaking their yash. You know, drop down, get your eagle on. Drop down, just shake. I'm like, ah! Oh, that guy yash swell up. Oh. I dang it. There's a bright future behind it. I didn't mind it for no second. Woo! I feel body. Come on now. Why is it that African men, people like light-skinned people, but I don't see anybody beating down the doors to get with an albino chick? Food for thought. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys in a relationship that's always fighting? Every time it's always like Cain and Abel. Every time people are just throwing blow, throwing elbow, killing each other, just blow for throats, blow for arm, all that kind of stuff. Are you in one of those kind of situations, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe you need to listen to this report that just came out from the University of Buffalo. That's the school I went to in Buffalo, New York. They had a research where they came out and said couples who indulge in pot smoking are the least likely to be violent with each other. I'm like, They did a research, they interviewed so many different people. They asked them how many times are you smoking Igbo in their hand on a regular basis. And they come to find out that the couples where the man and the woman say they smoke several times a month are the least likely to have any violent altercation. Haba! Now for me, I'm looking at this research and I'm like, number one, is it everything people will research? Number two, is that the reason why we're sending you all our alumni money? They'll be calling us, can you please send us $50? We want to raise some funds. Is that what we're sending people money for? To come and testing people that are smoking Indian hemp? Me, myself, I've indulged before. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an angel. I've indulged in Indian hemp. One thing I know it does. One or two things. You're hungry, or you're sleepy, or you're both. That's it. You're not trying to fight nobody. And guess what? You're not going to do shit. I want to see what I'm saying, wake and bake, wake and bake, wake and bake. Rihanna be saying wake and bake, and I'm like, when was your last album? Food for thought. And I'm just looking at it like, When me I smoke back in the day, I'm a live story. I'm not doing jaga. I'm not doing nothing. That's why it has to be midnight too, because I'm not doing nothing. It takes away my will to do any single thing. Even to raise my head up like this, it's too much work. I can't do nothing. Which is why some of those people that be fighting, oh, government has to legalize Indian hemp, blah blah blah. To me, I'm like, I don't know whether you want to really legalize it. I mean, it can reduce the criminality, so it's not like a criminal thing anymore. But to just legalize it like that, because it just makes people lazy. Maybe the government wants people to be going to office. I don't know. That's just me just saying, no. Because I know for a fact that you as a couple, if people are smoking together, one of two things. Either that because you smoke, you get high, you can't really fight, you're just chilling, so there's peace. Person can vex you, you can't even quarrel. That's one thing. Number two, this thing is just basic sense. If you are a born-again Christian, you're married to a born-again Christian, you're less likely to have fight between you and your wife. If you're you like to be drinking all the time, and your baby, she doesn't play with brandy, she doesn't play with Guinness, big stuff, anything, she they use ogogoro in the bath. Two of you are going to have a wonderful time. If you like to be smoking St. Maurice, or you like to smoke Newport cigar, and your wife like to smoke Newport cigarette too, both of you, when you even want to fight, you'll be like, where's the lighter? Baby, give me lighter now. That mommy, look at you, sexy one. Smoke it for me. Yeah. If you're into the same thing as your spouse, you're equally yoked, you will not fight. So some of this research, I'll be looking at it, I'm like, what are you researching? Where are you going with this research? It doesn't make no sense to me. Yes, but if you yourself are having problems in your relationship, you know I'm talking to you. Maybe it's Indian hemp that you need in your life. Maybe that's what you and your partner have to be smoking. And one person can be smoking and the other person doesn't know. Or one person will be smoking and be hiding for the other person. That's going to lead to more mistrust. Why are you going? Why is it every time you step out of the house for 30 minutes, whenever you come back, you always come back so happy? You know, who's sucking you up, blah, blah, blah. Women will ask all this kind of question. So anything that you're doing. However, you know, a lot of our African women, they don't like to do that on Indian hemp parole. They'll tell you straight up, it's only armed robbers that are smoking Indian hemp. It's only people that are vagabond. Are you a musician? Why are you smoking Indian hemp? All that kind of stuff. They don't want that. They don't like that. You know, but there's a new breed of women that be getting high on that bully. You know yourself, you be seeing them. They be on Instagram talking about like, you know, oh man, I'm just having a good time today, man. It's just good to be mellow. You know, it's mellow in the Lord. Shut up, you're mellow in Bobali. Let's go all the way to Kenya, where we're getting the reports that the President Uhuru Kenyatta, the guy that woke up for money, comes to find out that his presidential car was stolen. They're moving presidential car. This is a car that's a BMW car, heavily bulletproof. They moved the car, and I'm just like, how bad? They say that, it's the driver that was driving the car, and then some men with AK-47 tell him to pack where, or we shoot. My guy, you're inside a bulletproof car. People are telling you to pack where. Let them test their bullet. Now let's see whether that bulletproof really work. You should have told them that Ode you carry go. If I match that enter 80. Nothing they happen. 120 miles an hour. That's gonna be. Why are you even stopping? Let them be firing the car now. So right now the police are out there. They are looking for the president moto. Can you imagine? Of all things to be missing, President Moto has been discharged. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if any of you are in Kenya, like my cousin Nduge that's married today in Kenya, please, if you see that President Moto, please, Roger back, so that we can know how we can get the motor back to him. It's a very, very delicate thing. Now, let me jump into another story. Now, this story is the title of this episode, which is, you know, a woman killed leopard. It didn't happen in Africa. It didn't happen in Africa. Let me just sit down now. Full disclosure, it didn't happen in Africa. However, I want to bring it up, ladies and gentlemen. This happened in India. A 57-year-old widow woman. This woman, her husband has died a couple of years ago from sickness, and her only son is working in the city side, doing hotel work and everything else. This woman was attacked by a leopard. Oh! You know the leopard, the big leopard, the big cat of the forest. This leopard attacked the woman. As it attacked the woman, he biting the woman, he scratching the woman, breaking her arms because she's trying to defend herself and everything else. This woman now think deep and now say, you know what? I'm not going to die today. Today is not the day I'm going to panic. Not never. Back. If they gave it to you on GPS, leopard, do not even go there because today I'm not dying. So what did this woman do? This woman used one thing that they call, it's called darati. It's like a sicker. You know, sicker. You know that, yeah, go to air. Sicker is like all those leopard, all those cutlass that they bend like this. The woman used it and she fights with the leopard for over half an hour. Her and Leopard, they are fighting. Bish, bash, bish, bash, bish. The woman is using her weapon. Leopard is attacking with his own built-in weapon. And eventually the woman buy the Leopard. Come on, cope already. The reason I brought up this topic, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I've seen a lot of our African women, especially those ones that have left Africa. They've come to America, come to UK, come to Germany. You will see these girls. Ordinary spider. Hey! Oh my God! It's a spider! It's not part of me! Can I kill it? You see these girls, they'll be calling their boyfriend. Oh my God! Please, when are you coming home? When are you coming home from work? Because there's a bug. There's a bug. It's in front of the door. I can't get into the house. Please, come and kill it. Come and kill it. See you, mate. Your mate is there in India. Killing leopard. Leopard, a wild animal. You people be there, be fearing those ordinary common things in your house. Whereas if you go deep inside the bush of Nnewi, you have women that are using their own hand and catching bush pig. This thing is a true story. My auntie was, you know, when you're chilling in the village, you can just be chilling, you know, in the night time, just chilling, sitting around, just eating all that groundnut and everything else. Anunchi just came. This is like one of those bush rat paro. Just come. You know what she does? She just reach her hand. Me, I'm like, oh, blood of Jesus. She just reach her hand. Carry the thing up like this. Bow! Slam the thing. Go again. Bow! Come on, by the third time, the thing just did it like this. She said, night food. I said, that woman is a warrior, Auntie Aturuchi. Warrior. But you people, all these African women, you people have become butty. You people have become softened. You people have softened up. Like, ew, that's so gross. Ew, that's so nasty. Ordinary mosquito will be biting them. They'll be like, oh my God, it's a mosquito. You have blood mosquito breeze. Kill him, idiot. You are bigger than it. You are created as a human being in God's image for dominion over all animal. So you should not be afraid of nothing. You see all these guys, they'll be like, oh my God, is that a mouse? Is that a mouse? Stone her with shoe. What are you waiting for? Put your shoe and stone that rat, idiot. Yeah, you have to be attacking. I want my African women to still be the lionesses you always used to be. Ginger. Just yesterday, our President Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria declared and displayed the new national ID card. This is a new national ID card that every single Nigerian is supposed to have. It's supposed to have a biometric, which is like your own identifier. So your fingerprint, your retina scan, everything else is supposed to be inside. It's a beautiful thing. It says it's supposed to be for identity across Nigeria. We're supposed to be using it for everything we're going to be doing. It's supposed to have your national ID number, so it's going to be for only you. Kind of like how the US has social security number and all that kind of stuff. It's supposed to help reduce cases of fraud. If you're going to go open a bank account, if you're going to go collect a job, all those kind of things, you're going to show your national ID card and they will authenticate and know that yes, this guy, you are really who you say you are. Very, very nice. It makes sense. However, a lot of people are going crazy today. This is Friday. This happened just yesterday. A lot of people are going crazy. Why are they going crazy? They say the back of the card was a big sign, a big logo of a US-owned company called MasterCard. MasterCard logo is on the back and people are paranoid. They're saying, why is it that the Nigerian government will allow another company to come and put their logo on our national identification card? US here, when you get your driver's license, you don't have on the back of it Visa. You don't have on the back of it any kind of company name, Citibank or whatever. You don't have that. So why would we not allow them to come and take that information? So the government now said, oh look, oh, this card is also supposed to be used for banking. They have Access Bank in Nigeria has a contract. You can even use the card for banking as well, to be swiping and be doing things in the ATM and all that kind of stuff. But people are paranoid. They're saying even then, that's even worse, because that means that you're giving all our information, biometric information of 170 million Nigerians to MasterCard. They're even giving all kind of conspiracy theories saying that is it possible that MasterCard is the one that paid for this? Is it a kind of advertising that they're paying for? Did they pay for the card itself? So government is saying that, oh, maybe we spent maybe 5 billion on this project, whereas they only spent 1 billion and MasterCard gave them the remaining. Who knows? I don't know. But the question for you guys is this. Do you believe it's that big of an issue? The fact that we have MasterCard logo on the back. I'll give you both sides of the argument. One side of the argument says that if you have a card that's supposed to be used for financial things, kind of like the same way you have credit cards and everything else, it's going to have the logo of the organization that's underwriting the credit card transaction. So your account and everything else. So if you go into Bank of America, it's still going to have Visa, it's still going to have MasterCard. So if this card is supposed to be used for swiping, it makes sense that it should have the people who are organizing or who are running the transaction. So that way when you go and use the card, you can use it for other countries, anywhere in the world. And once they see that logo, MasterCard, they know, yes, this card is a MasterCard card, and they can swipe it for the financial transaction. So there's nothing wrong with that. However, people on the other side are saying that this is a violation of our sovereignty as a country. How can you now have a national document be having the logo of another company that belongs to another country? So both sides make sense, but I want to know what you guys feel. Is this that big of an issue? Do you really think it's that big of an issue, that the fact that MasterCard logo is on the back of our national ID card? Do you have a problem with it? Tell me how you feel. Tell me where you're coming from with the whole thing. Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? All that kind of stuff. This is a good time to say it. I'm going to be in the UK, can you imagine? October 1st, University of Hertfordshire. Yeah. University of Hertfordshire, they booked me to come do a show for them on October 1st, like a Nigerian Independence Day, Nigerian Student Society, right there in the UK. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I know it's in UK. I don't know whether it's even in London. You know how London, they play, oh yeah, come on to London town. You know, when you now get to London, I call the person, they're like, oh no, I actually live in Manchester. Like, I thought you lived in London. Or you can, but how far now? I did London now. They're like, oh, okay, no P. I did Edinburgh. Edinburgh is not in London. Now, so you always be, all these people, they lie anyhow. But anyways, I'm going to be in the UK. I know that one for sure. University of Hertfordshire. Blessing at London, but who knows? Nobody knows. I'm just a tout on YouTube. So now I have more information. I'll definitely hit you guys up. But definitely I appreciate all of you guys for supporting. Thank you for leaving all your comments. Thank you for all the encouragement. Make sure you spread the video. Make sure you give it to your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, so that they can watch, so they can see what's going on in Africa. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you leave a comment. Interact. You know, see me, I always comment. I always respond to comments. You know, especially the ones where you say they ask questions or you suggested something. A whole bunch of people have suggested different kind of topics and everything else. I have to research those topics. But please, if you have any topic you want me to talk about, go ahead. Drop me a note, africancomedians@gmail.com, or just leave a comment. Say, folks, we talk about this, and then we'll go into it. As I talk whenever I end this show, anything will not die in a Voltron. And when it die, suck that breast. When it die, suck that breast. Ginger, ginger, ginger.